Well, good morning, everybody. Grace and peace to you from our Lord Jesus Christ and all the saints here in beautiful Central California. We're here in the heart of agricultural country. We've got almond trees around us for as far as we can see. And sitting on the one right here in Jerusalem. And way down there is crop dusters. You may disturb us. You may not be able to hear them above the noise of this thing over here. So welcome to the Action Adventure episode of one more shot at noise. Cool down for a minute. I'll come over here where I can talk. I'm just doing some engine test runs today to make sure the engine's in good working order before I try to fly it. Today probably would have been a good day to try to fly it, except that, well, this guy. You'll see him here in just a second. Yeah, him. So, we've got a crop duster out here working today, and I don't want to get in his way. He's trying to earn a buck, and I know how that is when you're trying to do your job and somebody's getting in your way and, you know, being a nuisance. So I don't want to be a nuisance. Let the guy do his job, and I can test fly this another day. I may do some taxi tests, we'll see. And when I say taxi test, that means I'm going to get the chute out and just run it up and down, let the chute deflate, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. So anyway, yeah, let me go shut this off and tell you about it a little bit. Now that it's sort of time to cool down. I always try to stay away from the spinny part. All right. Go. And I forgot to put the key in that turns the battery on so it can get charged. There we go. So yeah, this is the contraption I went up to Washington State a few weeks ago to get. Powered parachute. It looks very much like that. So far it's pretty good. I've had to change a few things on it. When I first got it, it had right here where these two air filters are, it had what's called an intake silencer, which is basically just a big air box with a filter sticking out of the back of it. Tends to reduce horsepower, and it's weight and complexity that I don't need. So I mean, you save money because you only have to use one air filter, but I mean that's what you save, $12. So got rid of that, put the 2 air filters on, got rid of all the frames and braces he had to keep the intake silencer in place and from vibrating. And biggest reason I took it off was these carburetors have 2 manual chokes. You can see one right here, flips down. Here, let me get closer. Let's see. Sorry, the sun's in my eyes, it's hard to see. See, flips up, flips down. That's the choke. Choke's on, choke's off. And there's one on each, so there's another one over here. I don't know if you can see that. The sun's right in my eyes, so it's hard to tell. But so it's got a Rotax 503 engine on it. I don't make them anymore, but it's a fairly good, reliable engine. It's about 52 horsepower. It's got a power fin ground adjustable prop. It's okay to touch it in the middle while it's not turning. So yeah, you can loosen these Allen head screws here, and you can adjust the pitch of the prop, twist them one way or the other. And you just have to adjust all 3 the same, and you can give yourself more or less, more thrust or more cruising power, more speed. So you can think of it like changing gears on a bicycle. You know, if you want more power when you're going slow, you put your bicycle in a lower gear, and you can do that with here too. You just give it a finer pitch, and you have more power. And in the bicycle, you know, you change to a higher gear, you can get more speed, but you don't have as much power. So the same thing, you can put a more coarser pitch on it, and you get more speed out of it, but you don't have as much thrust. So I tend to like more thrust than speed, because with this thing, it's only going to go 30 miles an hour tops. So guy did pretty good. He put a bigger gas tank on it, and that's not the original. The original gas tank was fiberglass, so I'm glad he took that off. And yeah, it's supposed to be a 2-seat model. Right now the parachute is sitting in the passenger seat, so it's almost like a airboat seating. You know, the pilot sits right here up front. That's the pilot seat, and that's the passenger seat. So passenger's up above the pilot with his feet down just pretty much on either side of the pilot. And I'm only going to be flying it with one person until I know I'm really good at it. Let's see, it came with down here where we can see, came with a provision for 2 radios. The guy was a ham radio operator just like I am, so he had a place for an aircraft radio and a ham radio, which is going to be great because my ham radio buddies just get all tickled to death when I call them when I'm flying. So we call it an aeronautical contact, and they get really giddy about that. Minimal instrumentation. The ones I'm most concerned with are over here: the engine, cylinder head temperature, and exhaust gas temperatures. That's what I'm most concerned with. We got a timer here, which is okay. Good to know. I need to kind of figure out what the fuel consumption is, so I have good timing readings. Since I can't see the fuel gauge, I'll fly off a time, and that's how most pilots do it anyway. We fly off how much time you've been flying rather than how much fuel is in the tanks. I should say that's how many pilots do it, including me. And then right up here we got a mirror right here at the top, and that's just so you can look up behind you and make sure the parachute's inflated properly. It's not to see if anybody's sneaking up behind you or anything. So that's pretty much it. Oh, this stick here, this isn't how you steer it in the air. This is pretty much the steering wheel. All that does is move this. Where is it? Moves the nose wheel here, back and forth, so you can steer on the ground. That's all that stick does.
It only moves side to side. It doesn't move forward and back. The way you steer it in the air is through these guys right here. They're called rudder bars, and they're connected to these ropes, and those ropes go up through here, through this pulley system. Where is it? Right there, the pulley. And then up to the parachute, and goes to the brake lines. And if you don't know anything about parachutes, it's the brake lines, the brake toggles, however you want to call them. They're what actually steer the parachute. So you pull a brake line down, and it goes to what it goes to the brake lines. They're arrayed across the back of the parachute on one side. You pull on that, it pulls the back side of the parachute down, and would cause you to turn in that direction. You know, you pull this side of the parachute down, you'll pull in that direction. And these rudder bars work the same way. You're basically pushing the bar with your feet, which pulls down on one side of the brake lines on the parachute. So that's how you turn. Go back over here. So that's how you turn side to side in a paired parachute. To go up or down, actually just like in a real aircraft. You know, a lot of people think to go up in an airplane you pull back on the stick. That works for a little while. If you really want to go up in an airplane, you use this thing, the throttle. So you want to go up, you push the throttle forward. You want to go down, you pull the throttle back. And that's the way it really works on an airplane too. You want to go up, you give it throttle. You want to go back, you want to go down, pull the throttle back. That's what we always say in the airplane world. The old joke is for the new people, we always tell them, you know, if you want to go up, pull back on the stick. If you want to go down, pull all the way back on the stick. Oh, because yeah, the airplane will only climb for a little while. So anyway, yeah, that's all I got for today. I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about this thing that I'm going to be playing around with. And as soon as I get the engine verified, I got a buddy who's his dad used to be a dealer on these things. And this buddy of mine, he's had several of these things. He grew up with them. This particular brand, as a matter of fact. So his dad was a dealer. He spent a lot of time with them. So he's going to come out and give it a once over with me, make sure everything looks good. It looks okay to me, but that's me. I didn't build this. He'll be able to spot things that maybe I'm not seeing. You know, it's always good to have a second set of eyes. Especially when your tender pink derriere is on the line. And nobody's made any comments about the color yet. Yeah, it's bright pink. Some pilot buddies of mine were teasing me, asking me if I was going to wear pink boots when I fly it. I said no, but I was thinking about a pink tutu. So, nah. Yeah, the guy that built it said he wanted to be highly visible, so he had it bright pink. And trust me, the parachute is about the same color. It's bright pink, bright yellow, and bright purple. So I don't know. I've gone over several names, and I think I've settled on the Pink Panther. I think I'm going to put a little Pink Panther sticker right up there. So I had a friend years ago. Well, it wasn't a friend. He was an online acquaintance that had built the same type of airplanes we were building. That's how we knew each other. We were in the same internet users group. And he bought one while he was building his, and it was a very light shade of pink. And all his buddies were giving him problems, so he had a custom sticker made up of the Pink Panther doing this, and had it stuck on the tail, and right underneath it said, "You got a problem with pink?" So I don't think I'll do that, but I might put the Pink Panther sticker on there. So alright, I'm rambling now, so as always, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, click the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to be notified when I come out with these ramblings. And yeah, that's it for this time. We'll catch you next time. God bless everybody.